We can see one of our friend watering the tree. Good morning. Welcome back to this is episode 3 of our wet and cold Mongolian summer series. If you have been watching and following the series, thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. So I'm thinking for this episode, let me take you guys through the course of a typical day here with us. What you see here is one of the ever helpful crew starting a wood fire to boil water and prepare our delicious breakfast before we get ourselves ready and head out to the day's fishing spots. Some of the fishing spots can be really close to our camp, even walking distance, while some can be a fair distance away. So what you see here may not be necessarily the same if you ever come fishing with us, because it depends on the location where we are fishing. The span, me as ever.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Good.
Everything's green because now it's summer in Mongolia. You'll be seeing a lot of flowers. And I actually enjoy this 4x4 drive to the rugged countryside wilderness a lot, because I myself used to be an off-roader and I get to enjoy the scenery. River crossings can be a fairly common fixture as we drive from one place to another. Because there's been quite a bit of rain, some of the tracks are pretty muddy, so we're going to take things slow and steady at some stretches. Bright and sunny today. We are nearing the end of our trip actually, so we're hoping the sun will stay out and dry up the place. Hoping also the river level will drop and will clear up so that we can have some decent fishing before we wrap up this trip.
Ах мараа. Чи дээгүүрээ зав гүнзгий байдаг өстэй баяраа.
We have arrived at our first fishing spot of the day. So we are walking through the wooded area to get to the river. The sceneries here are just always breathtaking. Just love it being here. I'm fishing with my 7-weight setup, which consists of a Sage method rod and a Sage click reel. I'm using the 7-weight today because I'm throwing a slightly larger mouse fly. As you can see, the river is flowing quite quickly here. So I'm trying to cover the water close to the opposite bank, as close as I can get to the edge. If the mouse fly I'm using has a weed gut, I will sometimes actually cast the fly onto the river bank and then just strip it into the river.
So nice, Leno. And a mouse.
We are having our lunch break here on this river bank, and it's starting to rain and looking like another wet afternoon. Look carefully. This is something that we often don't see on trip videos and such. It's all these freaking flies and mosquitoes. That's one of the things that can sometimes be really irritating. Hailstorm. All these white patches, they are all ice. It's freaking cold. It's supposed to be summer. Look, white everywhere like snow. And they are all dressed for summer fishing. the late afternoon now. The rain has stopped, but the sky is still, the clouds are still dark. So do you see the tree stump? The stump that's sticking out from the water. So what I'm doing is I'm casting my mousefly across the river, and then I'm going to swing it and swim it as close as I can past that tree stump, because I think there could be a fish or two that's holding next to, or behind or around that tree stump, waiting for their next meal to swim or drift past. If there's fish there, the fish would most likely be in between the tree stump and the opposite side riverbank, because the fast current is there. But what I don't want to do is to drift my fly too deep in and then get snagged.
Ah, came off. Shit. Probably a small trout. Yeah. Hey, not too shabby. Oh, what a fat Leno, man. What a big fat Leno. Yeah, this could be the same fish as that took earlier. FT. Alright, thank you very much. Those almost didn't want to come out to fish. That's why don't ignore this fast water.
Okay.
You took it quite near where you are.
Yeah, right at the stump, before the stump, right?
Before, more to the center of the river. Because we can't see.
Yeah.
Unless you see like let's say all this flow, then suddenly there's a disturbance. Like here.
Okay, yeah.
That means there's some structure underneath. So could be fish there, hiding, waiting. This guy, for all you know, could have been there. Then my mouse drift past, the flow follow, then wet poke.
It's been one of those tough days on the water, but still a pretty memorable day. It's now the evening and we are back at the cabin after something like a 12-hour fishing day. So everyone is eager for dinner and get a good rest for tomorrow. We have a local hunter who brought a marmot that he shot for us to cook and try eating. One more episode to go, I think, before we finish this series of Mongolia trip videos. Thank you for watching all the way up to here. Really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, leave me a comment below, and subscribe to my channel. There'll be a lot more coming. So the next episode actually be the last day of fishing during this trip, and the rain finally stayed away and things started to dry up and looking much better. But we had a little misadventure on the last day, so you have to watch. And at the end of the day, this is one of those trips, one of those moments where you say why you wish it wasn't the last day, because the fishing is finally on fire. And then you will also see in the next episode us traveling back and some scenes. Always beautiful to see Mongolia, and then I share with you some things I shot in the city of Ulaanbaatar. So again, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.